Every child has these moments in life where they come across a new number knowledge procedure for the very first time. And as teachers, we need to be conscious that we're about to teach a brand new procedure, sharing the excitement that brings with learners. Whilst we could say that reciting a sequence of numbers is a procedure, what we're really talking about here is a process that involves combining two or more procedural parts, such as when we double a two-digit number, or add one two-digit number to another two-digit number, or if we were multiplying a one-digit number by a three-digit number. So the first thing to consider is, does the number knowledge program that we're using clearly identify that this is a new procedure? The next thing we need to check is that all of the background knowledge that will be needed is already one. But before we do that, do we know what the background knowledge is? In other words, individual adults in a school shouldn't be deconstructing the procedure themselves. That would be unnecessarily labour intensive. And whilst mathematics holds multi-part procedures, for essential number knowledge, which is what we're talking about here, we need our learners to cognitively process 3 procedural parts. No more. Each with its own backstory of getting it here with red-hot automaticity. And then we can check, is the prerequisite number knowledge there? Is it automated? And we must answer that honestly. And this includes facts that are needed, and it includes procedural parts that are needed. Only with this automatic thinking of the prerequisites can the child's limited working memory focus on the isolated new number knowledge, in this case the actual procedure. To help with this, and to help the learner with this, the facts needed should be reduced to an absolute minimum, and the procedural parts should be reduced to a minimum too. And the guiding through this new procedure happens through explicit instruction. We're going to explicitly instruct the learner as we go, practicing one new procedural part at a time. And only when that practice leads to success do we bolt on another part as we build up the procedure, building up the actuality of its recording, but also building up the embodiment of the procedure in the child's brain. This bolting on of procedural parts in a predefined way involves the teacher giving explicit instruction. It says, okay, this part, great, and now this part and this part, great, and now this part and this part and this part, great, and now let's smoothen that off and turn it into one smooth process. To obtain such a smooth teaching experience when getting children to acquire new procedures, and for the learners too to experience it without friction, well, that requires a strong number knowledge program that's thought out over long periods of time. Sequences of learning from the macro being translated into sequences of learning in the micro. Don't leave any of it to chance. And if you're looking for a platform that's already done this hard work, synthesizing and systemizing all of this for you, then why not check out www.numbers.com.